1 year ago, I started making videos predicting what could happen in Toy Story 5. Let's go back to my very first prediction video and see how accurate those predictions actually were now that the movie has released. There will be spoilers for Toy Story 5. The video I'm going to be watching and reacting to is titled My Early Predictions for Toy Story 5. Let's get into it.
I'm excited about Toy Story 5. I want to share my predictions for what the story will be. While I would
Oh my gosh, can we just talk about the mic and how I sound? Like, that's just crazy.
have liked a different direction for Toy Story 5, I am going to be using the information that they've already released to
I think the direction I'm talking about here is I wanted to see Andy back, but I'm now, after watching the movie, I'm really happy he didn't return.
make my ideal version that I would love to see for Toy Story 5. If you would like to see a different movie starts with Bonnie playing with Buzz and the rest of the gang,
That's not even how the movie starts. It's kind of sad.
then Bonnie runs off and the toys begin to talk about how much they miss Woody and wonder how he and Bo are doing.
Yep, none of the toys talk about how much they miss Woody.
The scene shifts to Bo and Woody, and they are talking, and Woody doesn't look very happy. He mentions how Duke Kaboom, Ducky, and Bunny have now found kids of their own,
Well, they were all in the movie. They did not find kids of their own.
and how he is missing Buzz and the gang.
Woody was not missing Buzz and the gang. Woody honestly only went back because he thought they needed help, and Bo didn't even want to go back either.
Bo tells Woody that it's okay and that she's really enjoying traveling with the carnival. Giggle McDimples chimes in and agrees with Woody that it would be nice to have a kid of their own.
Giggle and Dimples didn't even say a word in this movie.
Next, we return to Buzz and the gang. It's Bonnie's birthday, and they are all excited to see what new toys Bonnie will get.
Bonnie did not get lily pad for her birthday.
Bonnie opens all her gifts, but no toys. Instead, she receives an iPad, which makes her really happy because it's something she wanted for such a long time. The toys are confused
Okay, kind of. They were a bit confused or more worried because they didn't know what it was about.
because they have never seen an iPad before, but they're not worried because they think Bonnie will continue to play with them. Back to Woody and Bo.
Oh, I can just tell you here, I remember this part of my prediction. This is all completely wrong.
The carnival is traveling to a beach, and they are thrilled because the carnival rarely travels to beaches. They are talking with other toys at the carnival, how the other toys are so excited to be won by a kid and find a kid of their own. Meanwhile, back with Buzz. Bonnie rushes into the room. The toys are eager to be played with, but instead, Bonnie hops onto the bed, pushes off Jessie, and starts to play on her iPad all night long.
Okay, kind of. Bonnie very ignores the other toys. Bonnie only wants to be on her lily pad. So yeah, that's kind of accurate.
Until her dad walks in and tells her it's time for bed. And he tells her in the morning she needs to pick up her toys because they're all over the floor before she can play with her new iPad.
Yeah, that's similar. Her dad was like, even her mom, her dad and mom were both telling her, like, you need to get off your tablet. Like, not necessarily pick up her toys, but definitely get off her tablet.
When Bonnie wakes up, she quickly picks up all her toys, shoves them into the closet, and begins to play on her iPad.
Okay, I was close here. Her dad came in, got all the toys, put them in a box, and put them in the garage, not the closet.
Jessie panics, fearing that she will be forgotten, just like her previous owner before Andy. Buzz tries to calm her down.
Yep.
Back with Woody.
Yep.
They have arrived at the beach, but the carnival is taking longer to set up due to a large crate on the beach. Bo and
So clearly I love Woody, and I wanted him and Bo to have much more screen time and have much more to do than they actually did in the movie.
Woody wonder what could be inside. Then someone opens it. They discover it contains a lot of Buzz figures.
Oh yeah, because I was lost how these Buzz Lightyears were going to fit into the overall story, and they were originally told to be villains of the story. I think that changed during production.
The people then close the door but don't lock it and leave. Bo and Woody go over to the crate, and then Buzz figures jump out and start acting like Buzz from the first movie.
Yeah,
These
they
Buzzes
did. Oh my gosh, you can see how much different they now look because they did not have those big red glowing dots. So I do think they changed during production.
take over the carnival, bossing all the other toys around. Back with Buzz, the toys are starting to feel worried because they haven't been.
Okay, yeah, they were all worried, but as soon as they got Lily Pad, you can remember that scene where they're all running to Jessie, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And then Jessie confronts her on the bed.
Played with in such a long time. Buzz comes up with an idea, suggesting that the only toy that would know what to do is Woody.
Nope, Buzz did not want Woody to return. It was Jessie that not necessarily told him he needs to return, but definitely was asking for his advice. And Buzz had no clue, so that was wrong on my part.
When Bonnie's asleep, they take her iPad and search up where the carnival is, and they find the carnival's location. Then Buzz and Jessie decide they need to go leave and go find Woody. Meanwhile, at the carnival, the Buzz figures are starting to lock up the other toys because
That was just a weird part on my prediction. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but sure, they're gonna lock up all the toys, including Woody and Bo. Like, just so odd.
they believe they are aliens and dangerous. They also lock up Woody and Bo. Back with Bonnie, the toys try various ways to get played with again, but nothing is working. Then Jessie and Buzz find the carnival and confront the other Buzz figures. They manage to fight them off and find Woody and Bo.
Like, how? Like, how would have Jessie and Buzz found Woody, and why would they left? Just makes all no sense, my prediction here, and this is where I'm like head over toes trying to like work things out and weave everything together. It doesn't make sense, my prediction here.
They explain the situation and convince Woody to come back with them, although Bo is hesitant. After some encouragement from Giggle McDimples, Woody, Buzz, and Jessie, Bo joins them. Before leaving, they make sure all the Buzz figures are dead.
Wow, that's a crazy part of my theory there. They're all dead.
They head back to Bonnie's house and return to the rest of the game, sharing a touching moment about how much they missed each other.
Honestly, that's one thing in Toy Story 5. I wished it was more of a bittersweet moment when Woody returned. I feel like, yeah, they were all like, oh, Woody, you're back. I don't know. I didn't know what I wanted, but I wanted it more to be touching because it was so sad in Toy Story 4. They thought they would never see each other again. Then he returns and it was like, yeah, I'm back. Hi, Woody, you're back. Like, I don't know. I wish there was more heart in that moment.
Then they look at Bonnie with her iPad, and Woody looks at the other toys and says, Wait, I have 3 possible endings in
Okay, this is where things get funny. I didn't know how to end this movie, and you're gonna see.
mind. So the first one goes something like this. Woody looks at the other toys and says, let's all be lost toys.
That would have actually been crazy, and I think it would have made a lot of people mad. And just imagine all these characters, like how many are there? 10? I don't know, but like let's just say 10 of these toys are running together, lost toys. Like, that's just crazy. Where would they even stay? How would they live out there? You got the aliens who can barely walk by themselves. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I was thinking.
The other toys agree and they decide to be lost toys together. The end.
Yeah, no, they would not all agree like, oh yeah, let's just leave Bonnie here and let's all leave. You know, I don't think they would all agree, especially not Jessie and all of them.
The next possible ending could go something like this. Woody looks at the other toys and says, we need to help Bonnie realize what she is missing out on. Then, when Bonnie goes to sleep, they take her iPad and all sit beside her on the bed. When she wakes up, she realizes that her toys are fun and that she doesn't need to be on her iPad all the time. Woody and Bo decide to stay and they are all happy. The end.
Like, that just like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, that's the worst ending I could ever hear. Like, she all of a sudden now hates her lily pad, and just because lily pad is not in the bed with her and all the other toys are, like, no, that's terrible.
Now, on the third ending, probably the least likely to happen, and it goes like this. Woody looks at the other toys and says, we need to see what the iPad really is. When Bonnie's asleep, they take the iPad and start exploring it, opening apps, playing games, and doing everything they can to learn more about the iPad. Then, Woody sees something that surprises them all. A news article about a man who started a toy company, and his name is Andy.
I think we all just want Andy to return. Like, it has to happen, I think.
The toys start reading about him and watch an interview with him. In the interview, Andy mentions that he gave away his childhood toys and really wishes he had them for his kids of his own.
And I think this would be really cool if Andy started a toy company and really told people like toys are the best way and talked about that, and then the toys see how Andy still misses them. Like something here, there is some story here. There's some potential here.
The toys know that is Andy, and they decide that they need to go back and find Andy. The end.
So I would have left it on a cliffhanger for Toy Story 6 to happen. That's crazy.
This ending might be my favorite. And I know everyone doesn't want more Toy Story films, but Toy Story 6 following the toys going back to Andy could be very interesting. That ending is very unlikely to happen. But if it does, oh man, that would be awesome. Disney Pixar, take my ideas.
Please don't, Pixar. Do your own work. You know what you're doing. Okay, yeah, I love what we got for Toy Story 5. I'm really happy we did not get my predictions because I don't think I'm the best at predicting things. Now I want to hear from you. Did you predict anything that would happen in Toy Story 5 that actually happened? Comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest movie news.